an NFC Championship game rematch. Hey, it's the coach. You're watching Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Last January, it was the Rams who prevailed in the Superdome. Now the Saints get their chance for revenge as they travel out to LA, the city of angels. We'll have stats and scores around the league at halftime. But first, let's send it out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
A scoreless game here early on, but how much longer? Throwing on first down is Brees. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Throwing again on second down. Brees.
Always laugh when people say, what's the time?
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now for Brees. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to make it 4th down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Cooks now in his second season with the Rams. He's had 4 straight years over 1,000 yards. He had 2 with the Saints, 1 with New England, and then he went over 1,000 again last year with the Rams. 80 catches, 1,204 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Here's Brown. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9. Goff. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Open man, Higby, the tight end. And it's a big play there on 3rd down, but with the marker on the field, I don't think it's going to hold. Let's see. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
Goff on 3rd down. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's got this down to the 35. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 35.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now a carry for Brown. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. On 2nd down, it's Brown. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And it's complete. They're going to get the 1st. And they're able to pick up the 1st and keep possession. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. You've got a kicker who had one blocked earlier. Maybe that was on their mind. They decided to fake it, and they caught him off guard.
And, you know, there's so much scheming and game planning that goes into special teams. Maybe on that block, it came as a result of something that they saw on tape earlier and said, let's go ahead and do it again. And instead, they turned it against them, didn't they?
They did indeed.
Like 20. I got you, punk. What's that? Check like 47. What's that?
On 1st down, it's Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
56, 56, check 56.
Back to throw, Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Brees. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Brees. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Brees leaves this one with Kamara, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. On first down, Brees. This is caught by Gibb. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A gain of 6 there on first. On second down, Kamara. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Brees. And this is Cook with a grab. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Now Brees. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jared Goff and the NFC champs, they get ready to begin this drive. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Goff. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they show confidence in their defense by punting it away.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. The dump-off gets them 9, so now they're in much better shape for 3rd down. On play action, it's Brees. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
And he finds Cook. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Now Kamara. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. From the 35 on 2nd down, Brees. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Brees now to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the toss, this is Jim Brown. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Come on, 180. Check, 47. Cut.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. So that'll back him up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Goff now looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. just inside the 10, back at the 9. David Onyemata providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
10 yards, good for a Saints first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Yellow lady. Mike 58 right there.
Brees now on first down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cameron Meredith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wait. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And that'll set them back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. This will be caught by Brown.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Ginn. 12 yards on the return that time, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Running with Kamara. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Brees. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Goff. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down LA. Here's Goff.
Well, they can put him in a number of different places. In line, H-back, put him in the slot. In this case, they put him out wide. Matchup nightmare. Who are you going to send out to cover him? And he picks up a first down with that catch.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And that will be incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. So a change of possession here on the punt. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brees. And that'll be incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing just about on his own goal line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Christian McCaffrey, over 100 yards in the victory with 2 touchdown runs as well. From there, let's head to the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, to check in on the Broncos. And they trail the visiting Chicago Bears. Anthony Miller, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get out to the Bay Area, see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Oakland. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Demarcus Robinson, a touchdown reception. In our game, it was the right arm of Drew Brees that led the way in the first half. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Cooks.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Saints to take over. They were able to defeat Houston last week. They lead things here as well as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. Now Brees. That one complete to Hill. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Brees to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Brees going to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Defense.
They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Corey Littleton there on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Brees. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Cooks got it. Touchdown Saints. Jared Cook, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is gone. That'll be caught by Cup. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Off play action. Here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Check, 47.
Now Goff. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held.
Ready.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Check right.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brees. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Throwing now is Brees. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is field. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. On 1st and 10, Goff. And Woods has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Goff now looking to throw. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up 1st down, too.
Go tonight. 20. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the
From the red zone now, Goff. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is Brown on the draw play, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Now it's Zerline to try the Ram field goal. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Break that. 5-9. 54.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brees gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. This is Murray. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints' 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A run, it's Murray. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Now a 2nd down run for Murray. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. They'll run here. It's Murray. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Ready? You ready? 59. Hey, pick your game up.
They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And his first carry, he loses the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll run it here with Brown. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. Goff on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Now a 1st down throw. Goff. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Goff throwing again. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Now Goff on 1st down. Right side complete. That's Woods. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now it's Brown. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Right back to Brown. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Kayvon Webster on the defensive side able to get a hand in. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle. They go with Murray again. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now Brees on third down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a fourth-quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? The throw over the middle, taken in. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Goff now looks to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise at this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Gone. And that'll be caught by Cup. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, 47.
Goff now to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
You always admire a guy who can go through his progressions and find the open receiver. I believe we just saw that there.
And we admire him just a little bit more when it goes for a touchdown. Zerline connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And this will be a jet sweep. Here's Thomas with it. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Working from the gun, it's Brees. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Come on, fellas.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Goff. And Woods has it complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Out of the gun, Goff. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check. 47.
From the gun, here's Goff. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Goff. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Cameron Jordan just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Likely the play of the game here. Trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Back to throw. Goff. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Brees, a quick throw out to Thomas. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Brees. That's complete to Meredith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 22.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Into the red zone. It's Brees. Gets it to Meredith, complete. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Again, it's Murray. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. Third and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And Lutz puts this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
This pass complete to Reynolds. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Goff, 23 yards on the play. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. They'll look to throw. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for New Orleans, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.